It is Saturday, the 4th of September, 2021, and we greet you well, wherever in the world you are listening to us here on live online on Power 106. 6.9 from Moran Point to Negril Point, from the Goat Islands to Galena Point. This is Power 106 FM, serving Jamaica and the Diaspora. Hello to those tuned in via the Power 106 FM app, which you, for those who have downloaded it from the Google Play Store or the App Store, depending on the nature of your device. Downloading is free, listening is free, whenever, wherever. We thank you if you have dialed a designated number to listen to Power 106 FM from the United States or Canada. Those in the US who wish to dial a number to listen to Power 106 FM can call 631 359 8281, 631-359-8281. If you're in the United Kingdom and you wish to dial a number to listen to Power 106 FM, your number is 0330-606-0953, 0330-606-0953. We're streaming live video on the Dervan Malcolm Facebook page and affiliated pages. If you're not there yet, log on to Facebook. In the search box atop the page, type DERVAN MALCOLM, and you'll be able to watch both sides of the story of Jamaicans at home and abroad, here on the Jamaican Diaspora live online. And there are those who don't have a Facebook account. Don't worry about it. Once you have a device, you have internet connection, and you also, just open a browser like Google Chrome, type YouTube, and the YouTube website will come up. And if you're doing that now, you should see this video trending. If you're not seeing it, then in the YouTube search box, type DERVAN MALCOLM, and you too will be able to watch the Jamaican Diaspora live online here on Power 106 FM. Every now and then we like to leave a little extra room for you, our faithful listeners at home and abroad, to share with us what's happening wherever in the world you are. I always like to borrow the expression from the late, great Charles Hyatt: where are you and how are you? Where are you and how are you? Those are the two questions we hope you'll answer when you post your messages online. Where are you and how are you? And we want to get an idea, for example, those in New York and elsewhere in the tri-state area, recently impacted by flooding. California still dealing with fires, dry conditions, and fires in California. There, wherever else in the world, maybe you're in Afghanistan. We did get a message, if you recall, those who may or may not have been listening at that time, when we got a message from a mother whose daughter, who was asking us to pray for her daughter who is in Afghanistan. We tried to connect with that listener, but we haven't been able to because we wanted to reach out. In the meantime, wherever in the world you are, we want to know how you're doing. How are things? How is the COVID-19 pandemic being managed where you are, from what you have seen, heard, read, and experienced? So we're counting on you for your input in that regard. In the meantime, we welcome Angelia Christian, who is in London, greeting us. Thank you very much for joining us, Angel. Sharon Ferron is online as well. Welcome, Sharon. Good to have you on board. Beveline in Toronto, Canada, is greeting us. Happy Labor Day weekend to you too, Beveline. So what will that look like this year, Beveline? Well, what was it like last year, and what is that likely to look to be when everybody wakes up realizing, hey, it's Labor Day weekend? Are there events? Are there, and if there are those events likely to reflect the particular restrictions in Canada at this time? Give us some more on that. We're trying to learn as much as we can from the experiences of Jamaicans in the diaspora today. And if you have other stories you want to share, please feel free. Today is a significant day as well for the Jamaicans in New Jersey, as we try to retrieve the information. But that's just to say that there's a street, I think it's Verland Avenue, in the city of Paterson, in the county of Passaic, in the county of Passaic, where they're renaming Verland. I think it's Verland Street or Verland Avenue. I'm trying to bring up the information as I'm speaking. And that is to be renamed Jamaica Way. And that will take place. Let's see. Here's the information. The information coming out of the Jamaica Diaspora, Northeast USA. We join the global community in congratulating the Jamaica Organization of New Jersey Greater Passaic Chapter, the city of Paterson, on its effort to rename Verland Avenue to Jamaica Way. We especially acknowledge the leadership of the Jamaican Organization of New Jersey, John Jay for short, President Owen Eccles and Vice President Errol Carr. We know this is both a magnificent and proud moment for the Jamaican community in New Jersey and Jamaicans everywhere. The Jamaica Diaspora Northeast USA also expresses its profound appreciation to the city of Paterson for making this street renaming a reality. Thank you to the Speaker and the Council members of their commitment to sponsoring the renaming. Many Jamaicans are familiar with the colloquial phrase, Lickle But Talawa. The renaming of Verland Avenue to Jamaica Way embodies and exemplifies the meaning of this phrase. Brand Jamaica is unmatched in culture, music, sports, and overall country recognition. Simply stated, the beauty of the island extends to the people. Despite the many challenges we face in Jamaica and the diaspora, we remain a resilient and proud people. Jamaica Way symbolizes all our hopes, dreams, successes, and challenges that we live and experience daily. Jamaica Way conveys the powerful message that Jamaicans have contributed and will continue to propel the development of the city of Paterson. John Jay is the first diaspora statewide organization. The Jamaica Diaspora Northeast USA remains grateful for the continued vision and collaboration with statewide President Jazz Clayton Hunt and the local chapters. Again, congratulations on the renaming of Rearland Avenue to Jamaica Way. We are indeed Lickle but Talawa. Words there of Dr. Karen Dunkley, the Global Jamaica Diaspora Council representative for the Northeast USA. Hello to those in the state of New Jersey, in particular the county of Passaic, in particular in the city of Paterson, and in particular in the vicinity of Verland Avenue, soon to be renamed Jamaica Way. How about that? So here's the word now for those of you in and around that area. It all happens today from midday until 8 this evening, and that's Eastern Daytime, which would be 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Jamaica time. So for 12 hours, the members of the Jamaican community will be celebrating and bearing in mind, as the president told us on both sides of the story a couple days ago, that all COVID-19 protocols will be observed. The actual street renaming ceremony will take place at 4 o'clock this afternoon, Eastern Daytime, which is 3 o'clock Jamaica time, and specifically at Amistad Park. Amistad Park, that's the Verland Avenue, 19th Avenue triangle in Paterson, New Jersey. The guest speaker will be Assemblywoman Shavonda Sumter. Shavonda Sumter. The Assemblywoman Shavonda Sumter will be the guest speaker. And guess who else will be there? Dr. Karen Dunkley, the Global Jamaica Diaspora Northeast representative. Jaja Foundation will be involved as well. We'll tell you how in just a moment.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
coming up to 15 minutes past 6 o'clock in the morning here at Broadcast House 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means it is 12:15 p.m. in London, England.
Private sector employers.
Work with the PSVI to register and help vaccinate your staff with the PSVI vaccination program.
It's safe, efficient, and convenient. Protect your staff and customers.
Let's get the productive sector vaccinated and back to normality as quickly as we can.
Email info@psvija.com or call 876-339-0988 for registration details. That's 876-339-0988.
Vaccines work. Work with the vaccine.
The PSVI vaccination program is approved by the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Imagine styles of tiles for every room. So trendy, sophisticated, stunning, yet cool. Simply unique. Tiles for floors to walls and everything in between. Make your best home anything but ordinary. At home and things.
The following is a public service announcement from the Ministry of Labor and Social Security. The Ministry of Labor and Social Security is advising the public that limited services will be offered at the newly relocated office at 4 Sam Sharp Square, Montego Bay, from Wednesday, September 1 through to Friday, September 3, 2021. This is due to unforeseen circumstances that arise during the relocation exercise. The Ministry appreciates your kind understanding and expects full service to be restored on Wednesday, September 8, 2021. We apologize for the inconvenience this may cause. That was a public service announcement from the Ministry of Labor and Social Security.
Living in the positive, Tune in every Thursday at 11:30 a.m. to midday for your legal corner with Dahlia Walker Huntington during Power Talk on Power 106 FM. You can call our numbers 876-922-4112-5. The text and WhatsApp line is 876-279-8598. You can also send an email at yourlegalcorner106@gmail.com. Join Your Legal Corner for all matters in relation to immigration to the United States. Hear Dahlia offer great legal advice on your immigration queries and concerns. Learn about the filing process, when to file, and how to prepare for the move. That's Your Legal Corner, 11:30 to midday, every Thursday right here on Power 106 FM.
It's young, it's fresh, it's worldviews from a youth perspective. It's Gen Z, navigating the ups and downs of everyday life. Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Power 106 FM.
In tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks. Wherever you go, shine.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm. Just before we tell you what's in the e-Gleaner, let's greet, we're getting an update here from Beveline in Toronto, Canada. She says, was to be in Montreal, but my ride share just didn't show. So I am here with one big headache. Sorry to hear that, Beveline. We hope you will, we hope that headache will go away soon. Sharon Ferron says, Mr. Malcolm, things are not so good with me now. Sorry to hear that, Sharon. Sorry to hear that. We hope things will get better. Davina James says, good morning, Dervan from Bermuda. Have a nice day. Hi, Davina, and you do likewise. Thank you very much for connecting. All the best, not just to you, but all the other Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica in Bermuda, not least of all Joan, her husband Willard, her daughter Roxy, and her granddaughter Amira. Hope you're all doing well in Bermuda. Joan Brooks says, good morning, Dervan. I'm in New York City. Yes, please, Joan, tell us, how did you fare in those flood rains? She says, we're drying out from the recent floods that caught us off guard. Now to remove the rubble and rebuild. Such is the nature of life, Joan Brooks. And being Jamaican, we know you know how to roll with the punches. We wish you well as you seek to, as you say, dry out from the recent floods, where exactly were you though when you realized that something was happening, something serious was happening? Maybe you can tell us more in your subsequent messages. Beveline says CNE air show will still happening. However, the CNE is not open to the public this year. What is that again, Beveline? What's CNE? For the uninitiated. What is that? Thank you for that update. Anyway, now THANIA. Now it could very well be that the H is silent and this is Tanya Christopher, or it could be that the H is pronounced and it's Thania. Could be Thania or Tanya. And maybe Thanya. I doubt Thanya. Either Tanya or Thania Christopher. Please help us with the pronunciation of your first name. Tanya or Thania from Connecticut. Welcome. How How are things in Connecticut? Did you get any of the rains there? Errol in Maryland, which is part of the DMV, the D for Washington, D.C., the M for Maryland, the V for Virginia. He says, good morning, Sir D, from the DMV. Just wake up, getting ready for work. As I mentioned yesterday, I took the vaccine yesterday and still feeling fine. Looking forward to vacation December. Hopefully, I can finally get my business up and running in Jamaica. Oh, that's great news, Errol. That's encouraging news. And we look forward to helping to herald the establishment of your enterprise in the land of your birth. This is what we like to hear, Errol. So whenever you're ready to get the word out, whether before, during, or after setting up that business right here in Jamaica, we'll be more than happy to accommodate you for any number of interviews. We want to play our part in encouraging entrepreneurship. As we like to say, in all that we do, we stand on four legs: to educate, empower, enlighten, and encourage entrepreneurship. So whenever you're ready, Errol, we'll be ready to provide you the platform to get the word out. Jennifer Stewart from Q Road in Kencott, East Central St. Andrew. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Hello to Sybil Thompson as well. Miss Sybil, how are you? Mikey D says, good morning, afternoon, Mr. Malcolm. And he says morning, afternoon, because he's in London. He says, overcast day here in London. Saturday's blessings to each and everyone. One love. One love to you too, Mikey D. And Joan Brooks says, I work the night shift and was at work. Oh, I see, when the flood rains hit New York. Well, we're happy to know that you have survived, and we wish you well. Thank you very much for sharing, Joan Brooks. And hello to Curtis Smith on YouTube. He says, blessings, Sir Malcolm, and everyone everywhere. COVID is taking away some of our bright stars, but I continue to pray and do what I have to do, and I ask everyone to do likewise. Thank you, Curtis Smith, for your message on YouTube. Let's join our Gleaner family in promoting this very powerful brand in the RGR Gleaner Communications Group. It's the Gleaner, but not just the Gleaner, the Premium Gleaner. And we want to encourage as many people as possible at home and abroad to subscribe to the Premium Gleaner. You don't have to leave your home to go out on the streets to buy a Gleaner. Just subscribe to Gleaner Premium, and you not only get access to the Gleaner where you can turn the pages of the Gleaner virtually. You even hear the sound of the newspaper as you are turning the pages virtually. You're flipping the pages virtually. So you can do that. Also, as you're going through, there are stories which will have the play icon on them. Those stories mean that you can click on the play icon and the story will jump out of the Gleaner, in a sense. You will then be able to experience audio visual representation of that story that has the play icon on it. So that's another feature. Plus, you get access to so much more than just the Daily Gleaner. You get much more than that. It's the e-Gleaner. So let's properly start this segment.
What's in the Gleaner is brought to you by the Gleaner Company, celebrating 180 years of serving Jamaica and reaching over 94% of all newspaper readers in Jamaica. Listeners in the Diaspora are invited to subscribe to the Gleaner's e-paper and website to benefit from updated news and information about Jamaica. Please visit jamaica-gleaner.com/subscription. That's jamaica-gleaner.com/subscription to subscribe.
And the e-Gleaner is telling us that it's promoting the Gleaner Special Weekend Edition. Why? Because of the weekend lockdowns. We're going into another lockdown that starts tomorrow. It's tomorrow, Sunday, the 5th of September, is a no movement day. But naturally, as we've always said, there's no such thing as a total lockdown, because people need to be kept alive in more ways than one. So there's no such thing as a total lockdown. So except for the approved essential services and other groups equally approved, I think about 52, according to the Disaster Risk Management Act, about 52 categories of people who will be allowed to move on no movement day. So no movement day, first day is tomorrow, and then that will roll into Monday, and then roll into Tuesday, and then more movement days will follow. And that will take us into next weekend, and the same thing will happen next weekend. And so the Gleaner is promoting the Gleaner Special Weekend Edition. In other words, the Gleaner is packing this special weekend edition with so many stories and articles and features and all the other elements, including sports, etc., so that you have enough for those who love to read, for those who want to read, for those who have to read. You should have more than enough to read about this lockdown weekend going into the week, right? So the Gleaner is encouraging everybody, get your Saturday and Sunday Gleaner in one publication this weekend, full regular Sunday Gleaner content inside. So you're getting the full, what you're accustomed to in terms of the columnists, etc., the usual Sunday Gleaner package. You're getting that full regular Sunday Gleaner content inside, in addition to today's Gleaner. And you can get your printed copy of the Gleaner during lockdown. So those who are not tech savvy, they don't even know what is www, which is fine. They don't have to know. I mean, people like to be in their comfort zone, and if your comfort zone is getting the physical copy, then listen up. To purchase a physical copy of the Gleaner, you can WhatsApp 876-419-5077. 876-419-5077. So you can WhatsApp that number, 876-419-5077. There's another one, 876-412-3915. More in a moment.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
6:30 in the morning here at Broadcast House, 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means it's 2:30 p.m. in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.
Shop at Stewart's Hardware and Home Center for your business and home improvement. They offer plumbing, electrical, paints, lawn and garden, lumber, cement, and all your remittance needs. Visit 56 Manchester Avenue, Maypen, 82 East Street, Old Harbor, Winston Jones Highway, Mandeville, Longville Park, and Lionel Town. For more information, call 876-986-9100 or 876-745-2478. Stewart's Hardware and Home Center, building values.
Tune in every Thursday at 11:30 a.m. to midday for your Legal Corner with Dahlia Walker Huntington during Power Talk on Power 106 FM. You can call our numbers 876-922-4112-5. The text and WhatsApp line is 876-279-8598. You can also send an email at yourlegalcorner106@gmail.com. Join Your Legal Corner for all matters in relation to immigration to the United States. Here Dahlia offer great legal advice on your immigration queries and concerns. Learn about the filing process, when to file, how to file, and how to prepare for the move. That's Your Legal Corner, 11:30 to midday, every Thursday right here on Power 106 FM.
It's riveting, thought-provoking, and interesting. It's the Morning Agenda on Power 106 FM. Weekdays, 7:15 to 9 a.m. Join Jody and Quarry on Mondays and Tuesdays and Sanjay Lewis on Wednesdays and Thursdays, while they alternate on Fridays as they set your agenda and break down the issues and keep you informed on what matters to you most. It's the Morning Agenda on Power 106 FM. Weekdays, 7:15 to 9 a.m. only on Power 106 FM.
It's young, it's fresh, it's worldviews from a youth perspective. It's Gen Z, navigating the ups and downs of everyday life. Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Power 106 FM.
Tune in to Power 106 FM for the uplifting and lively Higher Praise Gospel Concert this Sunday, September 5 from 3:30 to 5 p.m. Performances by Rhoda Isabella, Lee Priest Johnson, and Leonie White. The Higher Praise Gospel Concert is brought to you by Flow. Keep the kids connected to success. And JN Money. Fast, affordable, convenient. JN Money will help you find a way. That's the Higher Praise Gospel Concert this Sunday, September 5 from 3:30 to 5 p.m. right here on Power 106 FM.
In tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks. Wherever you go,
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora live online on Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Gleaner's website, go-jamaica.com, and continuing our promotion of the Gleaner Premium, and in particular the e-Gleaner, but also using the opportunity to reach out to those who prefer to have that physical copy of the newspaper in hand. And a couple of numbers for you. WhatsApp 876-419-5077 or 876-412-3915 if you want to get your physical copy of the Gleaner wherever you are this weekend edition. It's both Saturday and Sunday Gleaner in one publication during this upcoming lockdown. 876-419-5077 or 876-412-3915. And there's yet another number. This one you can call direct. The other two we have been giving you, those are WhatsApp numbers. But this one, if you want to make a direct call, it's 876-412-3915. 876-412-3915. Or you can email subscriptions@gleanerjm.com. Subscriptions@gleanerjm.com. Stories in today's Gleaner: COVID failure, and there is a menacing image representation of the spike protein, the COVID-19 virus, seemingly facing off with the Prime Minister, who is all masked up. Just below the picture, wholeness slammed for crisis as data show pandemic roared in July and August. 1 year after Prime Minister Andrew Holness rode a wave of unparalleled popularity this century, to retain political power. His administration has been given a failing grade by pundits for its management of the coronavirus pandemic. And you can read on at your leisure for more on that story. There's a picture of tourists arriving at the Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay on Thursday. And the story is tourism interests have given the thumbs down to Mark Golding's recommendation that all tourists be vaccinated. The story is by Janet Silvera. It says, tourism interests have poured cold water on opposition leader Mark Golding's call for the government to insist on COVID-19 vaccination of all visitors. President of the Jamaica Hotel and Tourist Association, JHTA, Clifton Reeder, said he supports the maintenance of a mandate of COVID-negative results for travelers who are not vaccinated. And you can read on for more on that score. It's all in this special weekend edition of the Gleaner. Also making the news in the Gleaner, Massey eyes investment in Jamaica oxygen plant. Gas manufacturer Massey Gas Products Jamaica is eyeing the build-out of its operations for the storage and distribution of medical grade oxygen in Jamaica, or its story says in the island. The revelation came less than 24 hours after the Ministry of Health and Wellness said it had made a policy shift in advocating the diversification of suppliers of oxygen amid a public spat with the sole distributor to its 4 regional health authorities. You can read on for more. There clearly there's more to that story, no doubt about that. The Vox Pop, and here's an example, as we were saying, that you can click, where you can click on the icon. So over this Vox Pop, the Vox Pop is, how would you rate the Prime Minister's handling of the pandemic, and has the government influenced you to get vaccinated? So there's the icon superimposed over those words, and you can click on it, as I just did, and you can listen. So this is how the premium Gleaner works. So the stories come alive with audio and video. The stories come alive. So let's see. Let's listen here now. Let's see here. Just a moment. All right, let's just use this other device. But just to give you a classic example, and since this is a timely Vox Pop as well, we're going to play a bit of it for you right here on the Jamaican Diaspora live online on Power 106 FM. So you tap on the play icon, and the story comes to life.
And all these things we're seeing now with the vaccination, the no cash system, the market disease, whatever, and all of that. So I believe that this has something to do with revolution.
But you see, I find them big old number there, there. After you have the thing, so good. What you do? You lose it, man. You lose it, man. So, you lose half of him. What's going on good?
Or creating diverse spaces. And Jamaica, we're going to get more all this stuff. But God is an unkind God. He never one minute late and he never one minute.
So the people that go to Jamaica and them go through the right process. And all these places, them people, them big go show them go through the thing. Them go lock off themselves for 14 days. What go on? Big thing, man.
So these things are things that are inevitable. These things that are things that after the public pass.
But this wouldn't have been the first vaccination that the country has seen. So while this one would be a part of, this devil's thing that you call it.
I don't have the answer 100% with that one, but based on how things is unfolding, where this is concerned, the amount of debt, we have had chikungunya, we have had quite a few others, and we never had so many people dying. But for some strange reason, this is the one that's speak about every time. There's another explanation that I can't really go into in depth now, in terms of the name of the virus, the name of the vaccination. It is in revelation.
Yeah, man, the vaccine are the right thing, man. See, my friend just got a vaccine.
Today?
Prime Minister house where I come from. I feel good. All right.
First dose?
Yeah, man. Well, I take my first dose till I call the nurse and tell her I feel like dead still. I mean, do I mash up the place still, you know? Yeah, well, everything all right, man. I want to take my second dose coming next month. So, yeah, man, get vaccine, man, because who dead? Me no want dead. So, I just do the right thing.
Me not taking the vaccination, meaning I'm going to still have my kids in God and everything. But then when it comes to the part where they say, no, you can't do driver's license, you can't go here, you can't go here, you don't have access to service because you don't have a vaccination passport. I am trusting God to sustain me and to carry me through, but I'm not going to go slap him in the face and say, hey, we're going to take this and because I want. And that's me actually saying I'm going over to the devil. And I'm not doing that. It's bad enough we don't sin on a normal basis every day. But to go be so blatantly disrespectful and say, I'm going to take it because I'm going over to the devil. I'm not doing it.
So why am I to take it Monday, Tuesday? Monday, Tuesday are poor people time, man, to go look for. Lock on the weekend, man.
Start from Sunday.
Lock it down from Friday night, man. Saturday night, Sunday night. And them time the people party. But people don't party during the week. People are set up themselves to go back and work tomorrow morning also.
He has the lockdown in the country. 30 the virus. Whether it's for 1, whether it's for 5 days, whether it's for 1 month, 6 months. If it is going to stop the spread of it, if it is going to stop the death, the amount of people that is dying, then I am working on doing it. My only problem is he is taking ample notice. So he's going to be doing the lockdown next week. Give the notice from like 2 weeks before so that people can prepare. So get your goals, so get whatever it is that you need to do. Because like I said, I went into this supermarket the other day and when I went there, I had to go. Because when I applied it on, I go in, I was like, oh, this is not the supermarket. It was crazy.
Them so lose all the name, bro, God. God, it real fame that name there. You see, bro, God, a fame name, you know, it fits him, you know. All right, no more lose it. You understand? You understand? Can't do that, man. Them whole procession there and dance and party, man. We're not ready for that yet, man. You need to hold it done. Give the people them Christmas. You know, understand? Lock back down your place. You know, you're the man of the yard, man. So when you see some man in your backyard, that man not tell you how to run the thing, and you run the thing, man. You don't see it. You see the people them love you, man. You don't see it.
But he would argue that is the people he's listening to.
Nah, man.
Yeah, because they wanted the entertainment section to open.
Nah. The people them need to listen to the Prime Minister. I don't think him going to lead them astray. The people them love him. That's why they vote for him.
All right, so that's just a sample of what you can do or what you get with the Gleaner Premium. So what you were listening to was a Vox Pop. How would you rate the Prime Minister's handling of the pandemic? And has the government influenced you to get vaccinated? So all the icon is there, the play icon. You click on it and you can see and hear the people responding to the Vox Pop question. One moment, please.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
15 minutes to 7 o'clock in the morning here at Broadcast House 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means it is 4:45 a.m. in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada.
Become the hero on the scene by taking the COVID vaccine. Get vaccinated as soon as you get all the facts. Don't listen to the rumors. This vaccine might just make it possible for teachers to sit face to face with schoolers. This vaccine make it safer for everybody, from the young to the elderly. Don't you want to go back to living normally when things were more orderly? And if you want to live a long good life, then we all have to do what's right. So let's get vaccinated along with the heroes on the front line.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Your favorite Saturday night party blazes again this week. It's the Fame Frequency Glow Edition, Saturday, September 4, 9 p.m. to midnight, with music by Fame 95 FM's DJ Kevin, alongside DJ Xavier and DJ Deli. Join us on air and online as you show off your bag and your Smirnoff vodka mixes in our VIP Zoom Watch Yourself area, hosted by Talia. Live on Fame 95 FM, Hits 92, and RETV. Online at One Spot Media, and blazing on Mixcloud at Fame Frequency. Fame Frequency Glow Edition, Saturday, September 4, 9 p.m. to midnight. Fame Frequency is powered by Smirnoff Vodka, the world's #1 vodka. You must be 18 years and older to drink. Drink responsibly.
Life can get lonely, but sometimes you don't need nobody.
Join Power 106 FM every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:05 p.m. for the Vax Nation Podcast. Listen to learn about COVID-19 vaccines and surrounding concerns. The Vax Nation Podcast is brought to you by the Private Sector Vaccination Initiative.
Dr. Jackie Campbell is on call Wednesday evenings at 8 with Powering Your Health. This Wednesday, September 8, Miss Brittany Blackwood will discuss the learning of creative lunch dishes with just $500 for 2 persons. Also, tune in for a focus on how to get a good night's rest. That's Powering Your Health this Wednesday, September 8 at 8 p.m. only on Power 106 FM. Powering Your Health is brought to you by 6 West Medical, 6 West Street, Old Harbor, St. Catherine, PA Benjamin, a trusted name for over a century. National Health Fund, your partner for healthy living. Bico Zinc Plus Syrup, distributed by Medical Disposables and Supplies, available in pharmacies island-wide. Jamaica Plumbing Supplies Limited, let's save water. Wellington Dental, 57 Wellington Street, Spanish Town. Benson Pharmacy, 11 Main Street, A2, Old Harbor. And Daisy Health Technology, monitoring health to blossom.
Wherever you go.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora live online on Power 106 FM. Still encouraging those of you listening and watching all over the world to share with us what's happening where you are, in particular with respect to COVID-19 and related matters. We look forward to more of your stories. In the meantime, we've been going through some of the stories. We're not going to review the entire Gleaner because this is the special weekend edition. There's just a lot, but we're giving you an idea of what's in the Gleaner and also what the benefits for those who subscribe to the premium Gleaner, like clicking on an icon and seeing a story come to life. That's what's happening. Right, so quickly, just before we wrap, other stories. Mesado's bail extended. MP Cousins accuses government of vax politics. There's a story entitled Hungry Under Lockdown. Waterhouse residents lament lack of support as supplies run low. Cabby shot dead, passenger wounded in traffic stop incident. Peter Espute writes about the 1739 Maroon Treaty. And the conclusion based on the headline is that the 1739 Maroon Treaty does not create a sovereign state. The key to success is now a swipe card is another story. There's the cartoon, which features the Prime Minister and a member of the public, a disheveled member of the public supposedly saying, "Bro God, open the economy, please, we are suffer." On the ground, there's a sign, "Help the needy," and also the newspaper, "COVID-19 economic downturn." And so that's in one frame. It's two frames. In the second frame, the pauperized man says, "You see where you cause? Oh, you so fool." And the newspaper on the ground says, "COVID-19 spike." Right. The editorial is entitled, "Don't Miss Global Ganja Boat." Don't miss Global Ganja Boat. Other letter, there's a letter here. The letter of the day, "Stop violating and shaming women." And readers' reactions, and so on and so forth. We're skipping through quickly now. Skipping through Redemption Day. Some other sports stories. JPL playoff picture becomes clearer. A lot of sporting stories. St. James High School through the years. St. James High School 60th anniversary feature. Congratulations, St. James High School. And Hanover residents angry at not getting the jab, as in the vaccine. And a lot of other stories. Power 106 programs being promoted in the Gleaner as well. Some party pictures or event pictures. The Financial Gleaner is a part of the package. Barita goes hunting again. Manpower Maintenance Services featured. Cygnus. It's just a lot. And in essence, as we said earlier on, you'll get the opportunity to read as much as you want to this weekend, because it's a 2-in-1, the Saturday and Sunday Gleaner. And that's what's in the Gleaner.
What's in the Gleaner was brought to you by the Gleaner Company, celebrating 180 years of serving Jamaica and reaching over 94% of all newspaper readers in Jamaica. Listeners in the diaspora are invited to subscribe to the Gleaner's e-paper and website to benefit from updated news and information about Jamaica. Please visit jamaica-gleaner.com/subscription. That's jamaica-gleaner.com/subscription to subscribe.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm. Beverly in Toronto, Canada, explains CNE. She says it's exhibition place where Canadians celebrate their last days of summer before school reopens for September. Thank you, Beverly, for making that clearer to us. Noel Brown, welcome. Thank you very much for tuning in. Inez Iona Campbell says, good morning, everyone. Hoping this Saturday finds you in the best of health. Well, yesterday I climbed another year, just giving thanks that I've lived to see another year. Happy belated birthday to you, Inez Iona Campbell. Obviously, an adjustment has been made to the name, a noticeable adjustment. Inez, and that's the same Inez in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Thank you very much for your message here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online. And here's a reminder for those in New Jersey, Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica in New Jersey. Today is a big day. Today is a big day in New Jersey. From midday until 8 o'clock this evening, Eastern Daytime, which is 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Jamaica time, there's a street renaming ceremony. And that street renaming ceremony is actually at 4 o'clock. It starts at 4 o'clock this afternoon, Eastern Daytime, which is 3 o'clock Jamaica time. And it will be at Amistad Park. That's Verland Avenue and 19th Avenue Triangle in Paterson, New Jersey. The guest speaker, Assemblywoman Shavonda Sumter. And the program will be chaired by Dr. Karen Dunkley, the Global Jamaica Diaspora representative for the Northeast USA. Jaja Foundation, Jamaicans Abroad Helping Jamaicans at Home, is also a part of the experience because they're teaming up with OCHS to sponsor a COVID-19 testing and free vaccine program right there on spot amidst the renaming of Verland Avenue to Jamaica Way. So that's another part of the experience. If you want to follow, you can go to on Facebook Live. It's at Passaic John J. At Passaic. Passaic is the county. And John J stands for Jamaican Organization of New Jersey. Jamaica Organization of New Jersey. Jamaica Organization of New Jersey. That's the body that is responsible for the renaming of Vreeland, Vreeland, Vreeland Avenue to Jamaica Way. The actual ceremony is at 4 o'clock this afternoon, Eastern Daytime, which, as we said, is 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Jamaica time. Lots of food, music, live entertainment, and for those who want to be a part of the experience on Zoom, the meeting ID is 894-0208-1529. That's 894-0208-1529. And the passcode is Jamaica Way. One word, Jamaica Way. You can check that out. So that's the big event for today as far as the Jamaican diaspora is concerned. There was a big event yesterday that we would have previewed last week on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online. And that event went well from all indications. Sorry, we didn't get to experience the event, but our guest waiting in the wings, and she's been waiting a while. Thank you for your patience and understanding. Dawn Bernard will come to you right after this break. But just to say that it was the JDIV, Jamaica Diaspora en France, a Fiwi language patois reading competition, 3rd edition. That's what happened yesterday. And we will hear more in just a moment.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
7 o'clock in the morning here at Broadcast House 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon in Paris, France.
COVID is still here with many events still being postponed or cancelled, except the one we'd most love to cancel. Be fully prepared this hurricane season. Let BCIC Homeowners Insurance protect your home against hurricanes, floods, heavy winds, and other damage with up to 11 months to pay your premium. And you can save 15% when you bundle home and car insurance. Call or visit any of our 8 branches for a quote. For more information, visit bciconline.com. BCIC. Everything we do is for you.
This segment of the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online is brought to you by Grace Kennedy Remittance Services Limited, Western Union, moving money for better.
Wherever you go, shine.
in tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora. Wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks. Wherever you go.
Our sincere thanks to Marcia Dawn Bernard for her work in the diaspora. She is president of the Jamaica Diaspora en France, and she joins us now to fill us in on how things went in that event yesterday. Dawn Bernard, how are you?
Bonjour, Durban. Hello.
Bonjour. Comment ça va?
Ça va très bien, merci beaucoup.
Okay.
I'm sorry that it's a little bit noisy where I am because I'm in a sports forum, so it's a little bit noisy here. So I hope you can hear me very well.
Oh, very well indeed. Very well. And we thank you. We thank you for taking the time from all that you have to do to share with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online. We're doing a follow-up because, as we said, about a week or so ago, we had the pleasure of your company and the company of your colleagues and partners, and to talk about this event. And here we are right now, a day after, and we're anxious to hear how it went. So for those who missed the event itself in terms of what the event was about, let's start there.
Right. So good. I should say bonjour again to your listeners, which is good afternoon. Hello to all your listeners. Right. We, the Jamaican Association, Jamaican Diaspora of France, and it's really en France. We are here in Paris. I'm coming to you live from Paris. And we have started, since the pandemic, we have started a series of fatwa reading competition. And we started it earlier this year. And yesterday was the third edition. And the third edition was to commemorate the Miss Lou's birthday. It's Louise Bennett Cobley's birthday. So yes, and for this event,
and the actual day, for the record, is in 3 days' time, right? The 7th.
Right. I know that there are lots of things going on in Jamaica, in 3 days. So we decided to do it, a couple of days before. So yes, we did it yesterday. And we have decided with the team to include the deaf or anyone that's handicapped. And well, probably I should not say handicapped, but the deaf. So we have decided to include them, and we have worked with the association, Jamaican Association for the Deaf, and they have put us on to an high school, which is the Lister Mayor Gilbert High School for the Deaf in Jamaica, and we have been working with them. And Durban yesterday was just wonderful. I think everybody left the event, probably with tears, just to know or to see how happy the students were, the teachers were. We were almost full before the event even started because people were, anxious to see or to hear what would have taken place. So having Miss Lou's poem read and sign language, it was the first. It was historical, and honestly, Durban, I expected it to go very well, but the way it went, I was just surprised, and everybody gave great feedback. I don't know if there's anybody on the program that were in the event, but it was wonderful. Wonderful. what we are doing right now, we are reaching out to people. I don't know if you can still hear me.
Yes, I'm hearing you loud and clear. Your audio is very good.
Okay, good. So what we're actually doing now is reaching out to people, to our audience or sponsors, to support the school because they are in need. Not only the school, but the deaf community. We tend to ignore. We are about our ways. We do our different events, and I don't know if we always think about the people that cannot hear, or people that are in need. But we need to. We are reaching out to the community to support the schools. They are in need. So yes, Durban, we are very excited and very happy. It's the beginning of a great collaboration, and yes, and we are counting on Power 106 to help us to reach out, get some help for them.
Yeah, we remain committed to that. As we indicated last week, it's what we love doing. We love to be able to highlight the work of organizations like Jamaican Diaspora en France, and to connect organizations like Jamaican Diaspora en France with potential partners, contributors, supporters to initiatives like the meeting, helping to meet the resource needs of the Lister Mayor Gilby High School for the deaf. And so we look forward to playing our part in that regard. Is this the only Jamaican organization that Jamaican Diaspora en France has partnered with in one way or another?
In Jamaica?
In Jamaica.
In Jamaica, for the moment, yes. But we have been trying to reach out to other organizations, and I'm sure this will not be the only one. We try not to, let's say, be all over the place.
Understood.
We try, yes. We try to get, for this project, we have this project, and we are sticking to this project, and we are going to try to help as much as possible. And
so you're committed, essentially, is what you're saying.
Yes, we are committed, completely committed.
Right.
Yes.
And with respect to the program yesterday, as I said, sorry we missed it, but
yes,
can you what paint a picture of how it unfolded for us? Is it that whoever was performing or reading in Jamaican dialect, while that person is reading, there's someone who would be doing the sign language, would be signing for the deaf and hard of hearing to be able to follow?
Yes. So this is what happened, right? Yes. So it was a Zoom event.
Yes.
It was a Zoom event. On this event, we had the students, and we had the interpreters. We had the teachers, and we had the audience. And so whoever was in that event could see the students signing, and then the interpreters saying the poem. So one of the poem that they did yesterday was Dirty Stuff.
Oh, sun a shine, but things not bright. Do pot a boil, bickle no enough. River they flood, and rain a fall, but dirty tough. Yes.
Right. You see, you know it, but you should see it. You should see it in sign language, and the expression.
I can just imagine.
Yes, it was wonderful. It was really wonderful, and everybody was concentrated because they could see the signing and they could hear, the interpreters. Man, it was really wonderful. Yeah.
Yes. And so is that it for Jamaican Diaspora for 2021? I mean, the end of the year is fast approaching. We're in September now. Are there other initiatives or efforts or plans that are likely to unfold between now and the end of the year, or is everybody still in a kind of a wait and see mode, especially with the ever-present, the ubiquitous COVID-19?
Yes. No, Durban, this is not a wait and see mood. Jamaican Diaspora France to be in a community that doesn't wait and see. We plan, and if something happens, we modify. Right? So what we do at the moment, I'm at the forum for a sports forum. And yes, we were informed today that next week, Saturday, there will be an athletic, well, it was planned before, but it's a confirmation that there will be an athletic
meet.
Yes. Encouraging the children to do sports, to do athletics. And Jamaican Diaspora of France will have a stand, and we will be doing presentations, and we will be encouraging the students, as a Jamaican in France, the Jamaican in Ontario, they look towards us. They look to, because they said that Jamaicans, we are the ones that have the know-how, so they're counting on us.
But of course, we're the sprint factory of the world.
Exactly. So I just spoke to the mayor of the town, and they're really looking forward to this. So yes, next week Saturday first, and some probably team members. It's the first they're hearing this now, because I was just told that. So it's like I learned from high school that you have to be ready. You have to be like a guide. You have to be always ready. So they said, okay, Jamaican Diaspora in France, are you ready? I said, yes, we are ready. We are ready. So next week Saturday, we will be
as
of 10 o'clock.
Okay.
We will, yes. I'll put the information out there. Once I get the full details.
Yes.
We'll be there all afternoon, morning till afternoon. So that is the first event. So that gives us the opportunity to, show off what we have to the students, to the younger ones.
Yes.
And I think that is, and it's good to be an example. To be leaders, we have to share what we know. Try to motivate these children, motivate them. Okay. So yes, we have to try to share the experiences that we have, share how we were brought up in the high school, how we do sports, and I think that's what they're looking forward to. And
right.
After,
sorry,
yes,
go ahead.
Yes. Then after this event, there is another event in September, which is on the 18th of September, where the associations of Ontario, they come together again, because the forum I'm at right now, it's sports, right? It's a sports forum.
Right.
So you have all the sports that you can think of, every single one. But on the 18th, you have the associations. It's the associations of associations. So
all right, hold on. Can you hold it there a bit? One moment, please. Sure. Let's take a break. Don Bernard is the president of the Jamaican Association, the Jamaican Diaspora en France. It's a Jamaican association in France, the Jamaican Diaspora en France. And she's been filling us in on the work of the organization. There's more after the break.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
7:15 in the morning here at Broadcast House 32, Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means il est 7h15 à Paris, 7:15 du matin in the morning in Paris, Don't l'après-midi. I beg your pardon. It's morning here. It's afternoon. It's il est 1h16 because it's now 16 minutes past 1 o'clock in the afternoon in Paris, France.
Shop at Stewart's Hardware and Home Center for your business and home improvement. They offer plumbing, electrical, paints, lawn and garden, lumber, cement, and all your remittance needs. Visit 56 Manchester Avenue, Maypen, 82 East Street, Old Harbor, Winston Jones Highway, Mandeville, Longville Park, and Lionel Town. For more information, call 876-986-9100 or 876-745-2478. Stewart's Hardware and Home Center, building values.
COVID is still here with many events still being postponed or cancelled, except the one we'd most love to cancel. Be fully prepared this hurricane season. Let BCIC Homeowners Insurance protect your home against hurricanes, floods, heavy winds, and other damage with up to 11 months to pay your premium. And you can save 15% when you bundle home and car insurance. Call or visit any of our 8 branches for a quote. For more information, visit bciconline.com. BCIC. Everything we do is for you.
Join Power 106 FM every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:05 p.m. for the Vax Nation Podcast. Listen to learn about COVID-19 vaccines and surrounding concerns. The Vax Nation Podcast is brought to you by the Private Sector Vaccination Initiative.
Your favorite Saturday night party blazes again this week. It's the Fame Frequency Glow Edition. Saturday, September 4, 9 p.m. to midnight, with music by Fame 95 FM's DJ Kevin, alongside DJ Xavier and DJ Deli. Join us on air and online as you show off your glow swag and your Smirnoff vodka mixes in our VIP Zoom Watch Yourself area, hosted by Talia. Live on Fame 95 FM, Hits 92, and RETV. Online at One Spot Media, and blazing on Mixcloud at Fame Frequency. Fame Frequency Glow Edition. Saturday, September 4, 9 p.m. to midnight. Fame Frequency is powered by Smirnoff Vodka, the world's #1 vodka. You must be 18 years and older to drink. Drink responsibly.
Life can get lonely, but sometimes you don't need nobody.
Power Talk has been a unique source of discourse on matters of public interest, finding solutions to the challenges we face in a globalized world. Power Talk brings you the new hosts who will take talk radio to another level. Join Dr. Herbert Gale Mondays and Tuesdays, and Simon Croskill from Wednesday to Friday as they provide a riveting analysis on the issues of the day and speak with stakeholders charged with driving innovation to move Jamaica forward. Tune in for brand new features designed to showcase local developments and highlight how the global issues of the 21st century are being addressed. That's Dr. Herbert Gale Mondays and Tuesdays, and Simon Croskill Wednesday to Friday on Power Talk, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here on Power 106 FM.
Living in the positive. Wherever you go, in tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks. Wherever you go.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora live online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm. Mikey Jarrett in New York is greeting us. He says, good morning, blessings, Mr. Malcolm. Blessed love from Brooklyn, New York. Thank you, Mikey Jarrett, and all the other Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica in Brooklyn, New York. Randy Williams says, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to you too. By the way, Mikey Jarrett, were you impacted by the flood rains in Brooklyn, New York? And the Hosemati Alumni Association New York chapter greeting us. Happy Sabbath, everyone, to you too. That's on Facebook Live. On YouTube, Albert in Coconut Creek, Florida says, DM, good morning to you, sir. I'm so disappointed on how some folks have no regard for the COVID conditions. I hear the statements of some, and you wonder how come they are so misinformed. Thank you for your message on YouTube, Albert. Online in France is the president of the Jamaican Diaspora en France, Marcia Dawn Bernard, and she has been filling us in on the work of the organization. And you were telling us now about the Association of Associations.
Right. So yes, on the 18th of September, there will be another. It's another forum with associations of associations. So all the associations of this town, and there are many associations. They will present.
And the town is Nanterre.
Nanterre, yes, Nanterre. They will present their activities. Everything that they do, they will present it. So we will get a chance to present our activities and try to get some members, because we do need foot soldiers. we need to have foot soldiers to help us if we want to move forward in our objectives. So yes, we will be there on the 18th of September. Then on the 18th of December, just making sure I didn't leave anything out. 18th of December, we will have the Jamaican Gala.
Oh.
Yes, we'll have the Jamaican Gala here in Ontario again, and we will present in the Jamaican cuisine, the Jamaican music, we will, and other activities, Jamaican, to present to whoever, not only people in Ontario, but whoever is coming over from the city, they will be able to enjoy what we have to offer.
That's very good. Sounds like you have a set schedule that will take you towards the end of 2021. And so with that having been said, you speak of members, your association as it is now, your organization, Jamaican Diaspora en France, is recognized in that community of Nanterre?
We are recognized, yes, but I would say in France. We are recognized in France. We have been through all the legal documents and with the prefecture, and we have got, we are recognized. We are registered in France. And we do, it's important for us to, whatever we're doing, to go to the right path.
Yes.
Yes, it's very important.
And what's the community like in terms of Jamaicans? And that would explain perhaps your choice of the community in a sense. Is it that you have found that Jamaicans gravitate towards Nanterre, or Nanterre chose you?
Well, I chose Nanterre because this is actually where I'm living, Durban. I live in Nanterre, and I've been living here for many years. And my kids grew up in Nanterre. Two of my children grew up in Nanterre, and I found that Nanterre is the most popular community, sportive community, and Jamaican and sports. I do sports. I said, why not? Why not do the association in Nanterre in the city of Paris?
Yes.
Nanterre help associations to move forward in the domain that they choose to move forward in.
Right.
And we have decided, I would say it's an international. We are in the category of international cultural association. That's the category that we are in. International cultural association. Sports, music, food. Yes.
are there provisions for organizations like yours? I know in some countries there are, the local council or commission that would perhaps have a fund for organizations for outreach purposes, etc. Are you aware of any such approach in
Yes,
Nanterre?
Durban. Yes, because we have been working closely with the municipality of Nanterre. We have been working closely with them, and what happens is, you normally you prove, and then you get help.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. You demonstrate your value, or the value that you're adding to the area,
and then they will help you.
They will consider you for support. Yes.
Yes. Now, for this year, because of COVID,
yes,
and with so many associations that have been working, since a long time in Nanterre, you can imagine we are just coming in, so it is difficult to prove what we can do because with COVID. But we get the support, we get their platform, we get the support to have to get the information of our association out there. And this is why, for example, we are invited to to be there next week. Even though it's the last minute, we are invited. Normally, being a new association, we would have to probably be on a wait list to be able to go there.
Oh, really?
Yes, because there are many associations here, many associations, sports association, and everybody wants to be in this sort of forum. Everybody wants all the associations. They would like to be in considered. Then it's not that the new ones are not considered, but as I said, you need to prove. You need to prove a bit. Okay, doctor.
I hope we don't want to get you into trouble. Are you supposed to be involved in terms of? Because we don't want to take you away from whatever you're supposed to be doing.
No. I'm fine.
All right, just checking. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes. No, I'm fine. No, I was saying, they have given us the platform, and you will notice that if you probably go on our website, or you might see Facebook, we're posting pictures. They had like the football, women's football, I wouldn't say play, but they had all the ladies from different clubs in Nanterre that participated in a women's football tournament, and we were partners, and this is why we are partners. We are part of LOMES, which is the sports association that will help to bring JD forward. As I said, we cannot do it by ourselves. We need to work together with another association. So we work together with them for the sports event, and this is how we will move forward.
Right. I notice as well, because I'm on your Facebook page, that you're also promoting online French classes. Tell us some more after the break, please. One moment. Marcia Dawn Bernard is a Jamaican who has been living in France for years. She is, well, you couldn't tell by looking at her. She still looks like 16. She is the president of the Jamaican Diaspora en France. More in a moment.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
7:30 in the morning here at Broadcast House, 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means it's 2:30 2:30 p.m. in Paris, France.
Shop at Stewart's Hardware and Home Center for your business and home improvement. They offer plumbing, electrical, paints, lawn and garden, lumber, cement, and all your remittance needs. Visit 56 Manchester Avenue, Mayfair, 82 East Street, Old Harbor, Winston Jones Highway, Mandeville, Longville Park, and Lionel Town. For more information, call 876-986-9100 or 876-745-2478. Stewart's Hardware and Home Center, building values.
Hey, you see, these days, it's good to get straight to the point. Quick and easy. That's why Western Union gives you another way to receive money straight to your bank account with Western Union's direct-to-bank money transfer. Visit a Western Union agent location and sign up now and tell your family and friends to send your next Western Union money transfer directly to your bank account in Jamaica. It's easy. Visit a Western Union location or call our call center at 876-926-2454. Sign up today to receive a money transfer directly to your bank account with ease. With Western Union, moving money for better.
Tune in to Power 106 FM for the uplifting and lively Higher Praise Gospel Concert this Sunday, September 5 from 3:30 to 5 p.m. Performances by Rhoda Isabella, Lee Priest Johnson, and Leonie White. The Higher Praise Gospel Concert is brought to you by Flow. Keep the kids connected to success. And JN Money. Fast, affordable, convenient. JN Money will help you find a way. That's the Higher Praise Gospel Concert this Sunday, September 5 from 3:30 to 5 p.m. right here on Power 106 FM. Join Power 106 FM every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:05 p.m. for the Vax Nation Podcast. Listen to learn about COVID-19 vaccines and surrounding concerns. The Vax Nation Podcast is brought to you by the Private Sector Vaccination Initiative.
Your favorite Saturday night party blazes again this week. It's the Fame Frequency Glow Edition. Saturday, September 4, 9 p.m. to midnight, with music by Fame 95 FM's DJ Kevin, alongside DJ Xavier and DJ Deli. Join us on air and online as you show off your glow swag and your Smirnoff vodka mixes in our VIP Zoom Watch Yourself area, hosted by Talia. Live on Fame 95 FM, Hits 92, and RETV. Online at One Spot Media and blazing on Mixcloud at Fame Frequency. Fame Frequency Glow Edition. Saturday, September 4, 9 p.m. to midnight. Fame Frequency is powered by Smirnoff Vodka, the world's #1 vodka. You must be 18 years and older to drink. Drink responsibly.
Life can get lonely, but sometimes you don't need nobody.
Power Talk has been a unique source of discourse on matters of public interest, finding solutions to the challenges we face in a globalized world. Power Talk brings you the new host who will take talk radio to another level. Join Dr. Herbert Dale Mondays and Tuesdays and Simon Croskill from Wednesday to Friday as they provide a riveting analysis on the issues of the day and speak with stakeholders charged with driving innovation to move Jamaica forward. Tune in for brand new features designed to showcase local developments and highlight how the global issues of the 21st century are being addressed. That's Dr. Herbert Dale Mondays and Tuesdays and Simon Croskill Wednesday to Friday on Power Talk, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here on Power 106 FM.
Living under positive.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora live online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm. We've been following up with Marcia Dawn Bernard, president of the Jamaican Diaspora en France. And we have already gotten a full update as to how the Fiwi language virtual patois reading competition went yesterday, and the winner is Kemar right, Dawn Bernard. Hello.
Yes, I'm here.
Right, there you are. It was Kemar Wright who won.
I need to double check that, Durban, because this is what you see on the site, right?
Oh yes, you know what? Let me not do that. Sorry. I was going through on your site. I think that was earlier. That was sometime. That was the previous one. Sorry.
Right.
But anyway, I mentioned the French classes going to the break.
Right. So yes. So as I said before, we try not to, let's say, be all over the place, but sometimes there are needs.
Yes.
And the French lesson, that was a special request because of the lockdown, and you see that's in Jamaica, because students that were doing French or would like to start French, they did not have the lessons or did not have the teachers, and they requested this. And we said, okay, we will create this specially for the summer. We were supposed, I'm not sure we have already modified this, but if they still want to have the French lessons, we are able to provide that for them. We have trained teachers, French teachers, and the teachers that has the know-how.
Yes.
So that is possible for them. It's really a program that was designed to help the students during the lockdown, or students that would like, even for adults that would like to learn French.
Right. Got
Right.
you. And
there were
sorry, go ahead.
Yes, and you will also see on our website, we have also started French lessons, free French lessons on the website, because the aim of the association is to share the culture, the Jamaican culture in France, and the French culture in Jamaica. And to share the French culture in Jamaica is to be able to send visitors to Jamaica, and I've been having many requests for them to go to Jamaica, and we want to know that when they get to Jamaica, if they go to do rafting or they do tours, the tour guides can even say a few words in French.
Yes.
It's not a full course, but just even a few words. That's the beginning, and that's what on the website you learn to say bonjour, and we learn. We try to get them to enjoy the language, even if they have never done languages. We do it in a very fun way. It's fun.
Yes.
The French that we have on the website, you can see that there's a little girl there learning French, and they are not French. She's learning French, and it's really, if you go on, your French is advanced, so you don't need that, but others, they would need, yes, I can learn French. I need to how to pronounce the bonjour.
Yes.
So that we do the French. So if there's somebody that really wants to learn French, if they're at the student level, then they can use the flyer that you have on our Facebook page.
Got you.
Right, and Durban.
Yes.
As I said, I'm in the forum, and I was stopped by this lady from one of the sports associations, and she said, I wanted to see you because I really want to have it's basketball, but we want to have it in English. We want to have some English lessons, and it's really amazing. How you can get ideas out of the box.
Yes.
You go out, you think differently, and they're thinking, okay, I can do sports, but I can also do it in another language. They don't have to know how to play the basketball. They might just need vocabulary to help those who want to play.
Yes.
Yes, and I said, of course. As I said, I was a guide, so yes, we can.
Yeah, and it is good that you're able to draw on your knowledge and experience and awareness and exposure to help, again, to use the term, to add value to the program of activities in the community. And that's great. That is great. Before we let you go, though, we have to ask you, because we've been encouraging our listeners and viewers and participants all over the world to give us an idea of how things are in terms of the management of the COVID-19 pandemic in your respective territories. And so it now falls to you to give us an idea whether at the community level, as far as you have been experiencing and seeing and know at the community level, and also the wider Parisian metropolitan area, and then by extension all of France. What's your impression? What's been your experience in terms of how the COVID-19 pandemic is being managed in France?
Okay, very good question, Dervan. It's very simple. At the moment in France, if you do not have the health pass, you cannot go most places.
If you don't have your health card, you said?
Health pass.
Health pass.
Yes, to show that you have been vaccinated. You cannot go to the hospital. You have to show. And if you don't have your health pass, you have to do a test and show that you're negative. For this forum that I'm right now, half the people that are outside, they cannot come in because they do not have their health pass. You don't have your pass, you cannot go to different places.
What does that pass says you are fully vaccinated?
Yes, that you're fully vaccinated. Yes. Or if you do the test to say that you're negative. Very simple. You cannot go to restaurants, you cannot go to the cinema. If you have to go to the hospital, if you don't have your pass, you have to get the test before you go. Very simple.
Yes. That's very simple. You're right. You said it at the outset, and it is very simple. Show your health pass. If you don't have the health pass, then you can't get pass.
No. Right. Right.
All right. So, but that's on the one hand. On the other hand, now, what about the observing COVID-19 protocols? Is it that once I have the health pass, I no longer need to wear a mask, I no longer need to sanitize my hands, I no longer need to physical or social distance?
On the contrary, Durban, on the contrary, having the health pass doesn't mean that you won't catch COVID. So yes, they encourage that you still wear your mask if you're inside, and we all have our mask on, except when we're eating, of course. And you still have to respect the social distancing. Of course, you can sometimes see pictures, say people are taking pictures. Even myself, sometimes I do it. You tend to sort of not respect it fully, but you should. It's encouraged to respect it because we know that we can still catch COVID. It is we are here saying COVID is still it's still wearing. So you have to do your part, and each person does this part, and we should be okay. Yes. We are hoping to be okay.
Right. Well, look, we feel a little guilty taking up so much of your time, well over the time that we had planned to use up, but we thank you for indulging and sharing the experience. But it seems, all right, sorry, hold on, don't move. One moment, please, one moment.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
15 minutes to 8 o'clock in the morning here at Broadcast House 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica. En français, il est 3h moins le quart. 15 minutes to 3 o'clock in the afternoon in Paris, France.
Shop at Stewart's Hardware and Home Center for your business and home improvement. They offer plumbing, electrical, paints, lawn and garden, lumber, cement, and all your remittance needs. Visit 56 Manchester Avenue, Mayfair, 82 East Street, Old Harbor, Winston Jones Highway, Mandeville, Longville Park, and Lionel Town. For more information, call 876-986-9100 or 876-745-2478. Stuart's Hardware and Home Center, building values.
Power Talk has been a unique source of discourse on matters of public interest, finding solutions to the challenges we face in a globalized world. Power Talk brings you the new host who will take talk radio to another level. Join Dr. Herbert Gale Mondays and Tuesdays and Simon Croskill from Wednesday to Friday as they provide a riveting analysis on the issues of the day and speak with stakeholders charged with driving innovation to move Jamaica forward. Tune in for brand new features designed to showcase local developments and highlight how the global issues of the 21st century are being addressed. That's Dr. Herbert Gale Mondays and Tuesdays and Simon Croskill Wednesday to Friday on Power Talk, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here on Power 106 FM.
Living in the positive. Wherever you go.
Marcia Bernard, a Jamaican living in France for years now, has been sharing with us a lot of information, giving us some insights as well into the general experience where she is in Nanterre and elsewhere in where she would go elsewhere in France, a general idea. So you need your health pass. If you don't have a health pass, you're not allowed to go to the restaurant, to go to the cinema, to go wherever. The very meeting that they're having right now in Nanterre, you need that pass. There are people on the outside, as she said, who can't get in because they don't have their health pass. And that health pass indicates that you are fully vaccinated. Marcia Dawn Bernard?
Yes, absolutely. That you're vaccinated, and if you don't have your health pass, you have a test to show that you're negative.
Right.
Right. And even though you have your pass and you're inside wherever, you still need to wear your mask and you still need to do your social distancing.
What's the level of dissent like in France? At least the areas you're familiar with. What's the level of dissent in terms of people rejecting the protocols, people tired of lockdowns and maybe sort of condemning or calling out leaders to say, hey, we need to get back to normal, etc. Do you have that kind of dissent?
Yes. You know, they had manifestations, different ones in Paris. Probably you have seen a few. And there is always the reject of, and there's always the reject of something. Mm-hmm. And of course, there are people that do not accept this. And but I think most people realize that they have no choice. Mm-hmm. They have no choice, so they just try to they try to get their test because the government says no. If after I don't have the date, exact date, but after a certain date, you're going to have to start paying for the test because right now a test in France is free.
That's a COVID-19 test.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's free, so people can just go and do their test, and they want to go here, they do the test. But I think once you start paying for it, then it's going to be different.
Yes.
And it's going to be they will have to pay for it at some stage. People are becoming to accept it, but I think where an issue might
arise,
there might be an issue for the children. There might be, for the children, because now the children need to be vaccinated, and it's becoming a little bit
are children being vaccinated? Children being vaccinated in France? No.
Some of them, yes. Some of them, yes. There's an age group,
12 and over.
Yes, they're being and they are accepting. No, I want to go. They're being vaccinated because they want, not because they believe in all that's going on. They do that not because they believe in the vaccine, but because they want to go to the cinema and because they want to go to the
whatever other places of amusement and so on.
Right.
Yes.
That's the only reason they're being vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a shame. It's not because they believe that it can help.
I see.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you've certainly given us a wealth of information, Marcia Dawn Bernard. We thank you very much for the work you continue to do, both in France and here in Jamaica through your organization, Jamaica. Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, before you go, Durban, the team, and I really need to thank the team, because without the team, the president does not exist.
Yes.
Cannot do it by myself, and I got a wonderful team and the members. Thank them for, giving us their confidence, and we're very, very grateful for that.
Yes.
And if anyone wants to be a member of the Jamaican Diaspora en France, yes, they're welcome, and you don't have to be in Paris, and we are just 10 minutes outside Paris, but you don't have to be here in France. We have got members all over, and as I said before, we go out the box and we come back in. So we're all Jamaicans. We're trying to do everything to work together to help each other, no matter where we are.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Well, we're happy. We're happy that you are who you are, and that you are where you are, doing what you are doing. Well done to you and your team of volunteers from all over the world, not least of all in France, who continue to demonstrate how much value an organization such as Jamaican Diaspora en France can add to an area, a life, an institution, an experience. And so we say, well done, and all things being well, we'll talk again soon. And you please continue to be safe and sound. Is that sain et sauf en français, je pense?
Oui, c'est ça. Merci beaucoup, Durban, and thank you very much for having me, and thanks to the listeners also.
Well, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. All the best.
You're welcome. Thank you, Durban. Bye-bye.
Take care. Marcia Dawn Bernard, a Jamaican who has been living in France for quite a number of years now. And she continues to contribute to life in Jamaica as much as she contributes to community affairs in France and across the diaspora. Well done. A few messages before we go to our next guest, who is already on Facebook saying, "Good morning from sunny Jamaica. Feeling better already." Patricia Barnes, hello to you. Chuck Ray is asking, what Sabbath? In reference to something that somebody said. Who said something? Oh, the Hosemati Alumni Association saying happy Sabbath. And Patricia Barnes saying happy Sabbath. The Chuck Ray is asking, what Sabbath? Wayne Golding Sr., Commander of the Order of Distinction, member of the Global Jamaica Diaspora Council, is online. He's also co-host of the Global Diaspora Show, which is aired on WOKB 1180 AM, originating in Orlando, Florida. Mr. Golding is also an attorney at law and an unrepentant Kingston College old boy. So he says, good morning to you, Sir Durban, and all Jamaicans at home and abroad. We are grateful to have put another week of life behind us. Our thoughts go out to all who've been ravaged by COVID-19, especially those who have lost loved ones. It is at all of our doorsteps now more than ever, and we must be constant and consistent in our vigilance. Don't let your guard down. Talk later, says Wayne Golding. Indeed, we'll talk later on the Global Diaspora Show which airs at 2 p.m. Eastern Daytime, 1 p.m. Jamaica time. Edward Boucher Jr. says, bonjour, Durvan and listeners. Bonjour to you too, Edward Boucher Jr. Tanya Christopher says, you got it right the first time. The H is silent. You are the first person to pronounce my name correctly. I'm humbled and encouraged by your kind comments there, Tanya. Yes, I do love names, especially those that people, names and words that people run away from. And for fear of mispronouncing them, we enjoy figuring out how a name is pronounced if we don't have the benefit of the person to tell us. And so this Tanya is spelled Thania, but the H is silent. Thania, Tanya. Right. So she says the storm, in reference to the floods, the flood rains in New York and elsewhere in the tri-state area. She says the storm did not impact me personally at all. My house is on a little slope, so no flooding, thank God. Well, as a Jamaican, you would have chosen your lot well, in a manner of speaking. Yes, you know where to. You have an idea of what can happen if you're down in the valley, as opposed to being on the slope. As long as it's not one of those that slides away, and then we're talking landslide there now. But seriously, we're happy to know that you survived that storm that hit New York and the tri-state area. And sort of it when I heard that, it took me back to what year was this now? This was Hurricane Sandy. It was around the time we had been invited to, was it the Waldorf Astoria, for an event in New York by the Ambassador Brenda LaGrange Johnson, former U.S. Ambassador to Jamaica. We were interviewing her on air about the work of her organization and significant donations to Cornwall Regional Hospital. And she publicly invited me to attend their fundraising gala, or as they say in America, gala, in New York. And I went to Newton James, the then managing director, and suggested that we do a broadcast from the event. And we started planning for that. And the planning was going very well. And we were promoting. The promos were running like crazy. And then Sandy impacted Jamaica. So we had to put those travel plans on hold. In fact, we weren't able to go to New York at the time because because of the impact of Sandy on Jamaica. And so we said, you know what, let's concentrate on Jamaica and the recovery after Sandy. So we were driving, broadcasting live from the corporate area all the way to Portland and back and all of that. And after a while, we said, all right, let's see if we can get this trip to New York going again. So we organized it. And before you knew it, Sandy hit New York as well. So now we just made the decision, after allowing for some time to pass, that, hey, we were going to New York planning to go when things were great. Things are not so great now. Our Jamaicans in New York need us now. And that's when we went to New York and we saw some of the devastation, etc. Let's leave that there for now and come back with more after the break.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
8 o'clock in the morning here at Broadcast House, 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means It is 10 o'clock in the morning in Hamilton, Bermuda.
This segment is sponsored by BCIC. Prior to the upcoming No Movement Day, all BCIC branches island-wide, except our New Kingston branch, will be open on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. You may also get a quote, buy, pay, and report a claim on bciconline.com. BCIC, everything we do is for you.
COVID is still here with many events still being postponed or cancelled, except the one we'd most love to cancel. Be fully prepared this hurricane season. Let BCIC Homeowners Insurance protect your home against hurricanes, floods, heavy winds, and other damage with up to 11 months to pay your premium. And you can save 15% when you bundle home and car insurance. Call or visit any of our 8 branches for a quote. For more information, visit bciconline.com. BCIC. Everything we do is for you.
In tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm. Hello to Mr. Sinclair and the team at Tapioca Village. Good morning from St. Mary, says Mr. Sinclair at Tapioca Village. Good morning to you, Mr. Sinclair. Good to hear from you. Ras Asta Black says, good morning, Sir D. To you too, Ras Asta Black. B. Jew in New York. Hello, B. Jew. How are you? Hi to Mr. B and to Jorvilia as well. Hope you're all well. Thank you very much. And here's a message from Karen Wilson Robinson. Well, hello, Karen Wilson Robinson. Karen Wilson Robinson, Esquire, which means she's a lawyer. She's director, legal advisor, Team Jamaica Bickle, president of the Immaculate Alumni Association, New York chapter. And she's greeting us. She says, good morning, Dervan. The flooding was quite surprising and similar to Tanya. My family and I were not impacted. Thankful for another day. Amen to that, Karen Wilson Robinson. Thank you very much. Good to see you online. We haven't seen you in person in a while. We trust all is well with you and yours. Norman Hines says, good morning, Mr. Dervan Malcolm and listeners. To you too, Norman Hines. How are things in St. Thomas? Ambassador Curtis Ward is on. Ambassador Curtis Ward, Jamaica's former ambassador to the United Nations and former member of the UN Security Council. And he's adjunct professor. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, but Ambassador Ward is adjunct professor at Homeland Security graduate program at the University of DC, UDC, and he chairs the Caribbean Research and Policy Center. He's also publisher of the Ward Post. If you want to hear a retired public servant, a retired diplomat, an attorney at law as well, if you want to hear his perspective on matters to do with foreign affairs, local affairs, regional matters, Ambassador Curtis Ward. So you can read his blog. His blog is simply called The Ward Post. The Ward Post. Ambassador Curtis Ward. Thank you very much. He says, good morning, Durban and Diaspora. Stay safe and stay well. Get the COVID vaccine. And he is already vaccinated as far as we are aware. Thank you very much, Ambassador Ward, for checking in with us. Olga Hollingshead says, good morning, Sir Durban Malcolm, and all your diaspora listening family and friends everywhere tuning in Jamaica. Kingston. Have a great day. And you too, Olga Hollingshead, all the best. Our guest has been waiting online, waiting long enough, and let us welcome right now a gentleman who is quite a philanthropist in his own right. He wears quite a few hats. We usually pause in trying to decide how to introduce this illustrious Jamaican. He is involved with any initiative you can think of that is for the greater good, whether of Jamaica and Jamaicans or friends of Jamaica. He's going to be talking with us about Homeward Bound 2022, celebrating Diaspora Diamond Jubilee for Windrush Generation and Friends to rediscover Jamaica. And so with that, I wonder what hat we're going to put on to Rudy Page, philanthropist, communication specialist, consultant, etc., etc., etc. Rudy Page, what a joy to greet you right here in Jamaica. Had it not been for COVID-19, you would be right here in studio with me. How are you?
I'm good, and my line is feeling better already.
So I'm sorry, I was slightly distracted. Say that again. You're
feeling better already.
Feeling better.
Since I arrived,
yes,
already.
Got you.
Since I arrived yesterday, people from the UK and one or two from the US, because of what they've seen on social media as it relates to Jamaica, the virus, the vaccine, etc., etc., they've been asking me, how is it? Is everything okay? And so I've just been saying, which is true, I'm feeling better already. So I'm now going to use that as part of our Jamaica 60 theme, feeling better already. So we're saying to the diaspora and friends, when you come to Jamaica, you will feel better already.
And yes, your team of partners and supporters are already online. I see Diana McIntyre Pike saying, good morning, Durvan. Rudy Page, CEO, Making Connections Work. I didn't even remember that one because Rudy Page wears so many hats. But of course, that's his day job, in a manner of speaking. CEO of Making Connections Work. What an appropriately named enterprise. Making Connections Work. So Diana McIntyre Pike is greeting you, Rudy Page. And
thank you, Diana.
She acknowledges you and your company, Making Connections Work, as a partner for the Country Style Community Tourism Network, Villages as Businesses. And we welcome her as well. We haven't had the pleasure of your company on this program in a while, Rudy Page. What have you been hiding from COVID-19? How have you been?
I've been well, and in fact, part of my activities has been running what's called for the NHS England and Improvement Vaccine Confidence Dialogue. Also, I've been running community wellness sessions as well around mental health and mental well-being with another part of the NHS, with other partners. And in the last few days, last few weeks, we're running what's called community pharmacy wellness sessions as well, and focusing on helping people to understand their immune system as well, with Dr. Donald Palmer, one of our immunologists. He's of Jamaican origin as well. He's doing very well at the top of the group of scientists from our community. So what we've been doing, I've been helping to coordinate GPs, scientists, community pharmacists, educators, to actually help counter some of the misinformation, but most importantly to inform, reassure, so that our community can make the choice as it relates to public health, their own self-care, as well as the wider concerns relating to the virus, how it spread and the consequences of not taking it, as well as the consequences of just not understanding. That's my role. It's been quite intense those last few months.
And here you are in Jamaica. Is it for some R&R, rest and relaxation, or it's still work?
Right. So in Jamaica, it's a combination of family visits, obviously because of family here. Good day, especially to Daddy Page, as we call him, Burnham Page, and the rest of the Page cousins in the north and those in the south, as well as the country. But also it's to speak with the various partners here in Jamaica about the Diamond Jubilee celebrations for next year. And as we can see, we're less than 3 months away before the 1st of January 2022. So with Diamond Travel, Birmingham, Dr. Beverly Lindsay, and Torrance at Jamaica Tourist Board, we've got a lot of discussions. Diana McIntyre-Pike, you mentioned as well, in terms of community. And then colleagues in Hermitage, Dean Roden, we've got a lot of work to do around the work that we'll be doing linked to August Town and the wider education, primary school education with Keisha Hale. Jamaica Combined Cadet Force, colleagues there, Major Brown, Colonel Brown. So there's a lot of discussion to be had with all the various partners about what the program of activities are going to look like next year. And of course, we have the challenge. We're not sure how many people are really going to travel. People want to travel, but they're delaying on booking. But what I've been saying to everybody, but we still have to plan, and we still have to put our general thinking in place. Our first major event really is Reggae Month Jamaica, February. So the team from London, Fresh FM Radio London, will be coming out broadcasting live from Jamaica. So hopefully, again, we'll be working with the ministry, with Len Salmon, Jackie Knight. And so we've got all those discussions to put in place like now, because time is really pushing against us. Mm-hmm. So all of that over the next few days.
Yes.
In between the lockdowns, of course.
I should let you know, a lot of feedback coming in already, and you have only just begun. Rudy Page, Ambassador Curtis Ward in Maryland says, "Good for you, Rudy. I love that phrase, Rudy, feeling better already." I love that phrase, Rudy, says Ambassador Ward, feeling better already. You have copyrighted it. I hope.
Yes, yes. Copyright is under our Jamaica 60. So you see the copyright under our Jamaica 60 logo.
It's sinking in for me right now. In fact, it does make sense. Jamaica 60, feeling better already. It says everything. It's loaded.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. And also Dr. Beverly Lindsay saying, "Good morning, Rudy and Dervan. Have a blessed day." Beverly Lindsay, Diamond Travel. Thank you very much. And I would imagine Diamond Travel will be involved in a lot of the movement of our people. Exodus.
Yeah. So they're putting together the packages with the various hotels here, British Airways, Virgin Airlines as well. We've even got the Domino's people all fixing to come back from the US and UK. So we're looking at major domino tournaments as well. We've got reggae groups coming as well. Diana Strouder leading what's called Under the Reggae Tree. And we've got young people from different schools as well. We put together a heritage project. It's called...
Tell us about the heritage project after the break, please. Rudy Page, CEO of Making Connections Work, and head cook and buckle washer, as we say in Jamaican parlance, for Jamaica 60, feeling better already. Homeward bound. More in a moment.
Ideal Finance Corporation, 17 Ripon Road, Kingston 5, offers competitive interest rates on your investments and attractive foreign exchange rates. Call 960-6390-4.
The time by Ideal Finance is
8:15.
The following is a public service announcement from the Ministry of Labor and Social Security. The Ministry of Labor and Social Security is advising the public that limited services will be offered at the newly relocated office at 4 Sam Sharp Square, Montego Bay, from Wednesday, September 1 through to Friday, September 3, 2021. This is due to unforeseen circumstances that arise during the relocation exercise. The Ministry appreciates your kind understanding and expects full service to be restored on Wednesday, September 8, 2021. We apologize for the inconvenience this may cause. That was a public service announcement from the Ministry of Labor and Social Security. Join Power 106 FM every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:05 p.m. for the Vax Nation Podcast. Listen to learn about COVID-19 vaccines and surrounding concerns. The Vax Nation Podcast is brought to you by the Private Sector Vaccination Initiative.
Living in the positive.
Tune in every Thursday at 11:30 a.m. to midday for your Legal Corner with Dahlia Walker Huntington during Power Talk on Power 106 FM. You can call our numbers 876-922-4112-5. The text and WhatsApp line is 876-279-8598. You can also send an email at yourlegalcorner106@gmail.com. Join Your Legal Corner for all matters in relation to immigration to the United States. Here Dahlia offer great legal advice on your immigration queries and concerns. Learn about the filing process, when to file, and how to prepare for the move. That's Your Legal Corner, 11:30 to midday, every Thursday right here on Power 106 FM.
It's young, it's fresh, it's worldviews from a youth perspective. It's Gen Z, navigating the ups and downs of everyday life. Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Power 106 FM.
Tune in to Power 106 FM for the uplifting and lively Higher Praise Gospel Concert this Sunday, September 5 from 3:30 to 5 p.m. Performances by Rhoda Isabella, Lee Priest Johnson, and Leonie White. The Higher Praise Gospel Concert is brought to you by Flow. Keep the kids connected to success. And J&. Money. Fast, affordable, convenient. J&. Money will help you find a way. That's the Higher Praise Gospel Concert this Sunday, September 5 from 3:30 to 5 p.m. right here on Power 106 FM.
Hello to Antoinette PB. She says, good morning, Dervan and Rudy. Glad you're feeling better already. Listening from London. Thank you very much, Antoinette. Diana McIntyre Pike says, Rudy, thank you for giving us your brand name in support of our community development program called Community Economic Tourism, which we have embraced in our community entrepreneurship hospitality training. Beverly Lindsay says, thank you for the shout out. Blessings. Anytime. And Rudy Page has shared one of the many sessions, virtual sessions, understanding your immune system. Now that is a most instructive presentation worth watching. Not because I watched it before, but just the idea of understanding your immune system, knowing how your immune system works. Ambassador Curtis Ward says, I have been fully vaccinated since March. Oh, I didn't realize it's been that long, Ambassador Ward. More power to you and all the very best. Thank you very much for filling us in. And there's a message here as well for Rudy Page. They would say you have the place locked, right? Because Jackie Knight Campbell saying, morning to you and Rudy. Jackie Knight Campbell is marketing chair of the Jamaica Hotel and Tourist Association Kingston chapter. She says, we welcome Rudy for a presentation to the chapter members on Monday. And listeners, where is all of this heading? It's all about Homeward Bound 2022. That's just around the corner. 2022 is just around the corner. Jamaica will turn 60 in a matter of a few months. And it's an opportunity to celebrate Diaspora Diamond Jubilee for Windrush generations and friends to rediscover Jamaica. Partners on board, there's, of course, the flagship Jamaica 60, Feeling Better Already, Jamaica Tourist Board, Diamond Travel, also on board. And Fresh Radio out of London, Inspired Music and Culture, and the Weekly Gleaner on board as well. A lot of support already coming in. So, Rudy Page, it is it's happening already, isn't it?
As we know, you have to plan and put the time and effort in behind the scenes in order for things to work on the surface.
But going to the break, I don't want you to forget you are going on to talk about heritage, a heritage program.
Right. Okay. So what's important heritage-wise and culture-wise and esteem is that, yes, it's Jamaica 60 next year, but in 2023, that is also Windrush 75. So the Windrush generation, so 75 years in terms of the modern, mass immigration from Jamaica and the wider Caribbean to the UK. So that's also an important landmark celebration for all of the challenges around the Windrush, which we know about. So we'll be celebrating in 2023 as well as part of Homeward Bound. Now, in terms of heritage, and I should just say that Len Salmon,
Lenford Salmon,
Ministry of Culture, Lenford Salmon will
Yes.
also be involved in meetings with some. Make sure I say that as well, which is important.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of heritage, then the other thing next year that's important, Durban, to take on board is that the UK, Birmingham in particular, they're hosting the Commonwealth Games next, and the Commonwealth Games are from the 28th of July through to the 8th of August. So that is also going to be a significant event, and no doubt the Jamaica team will be there. And we know what happened in the last few Commonwealth Games with Usain Bolt and the impact that they had as well. So in terms of heritage, so what I thought was important was that we had a heritage project for young people. So we have a program linked with the JCCF. The co-chair is Keisha Hale, principal at Padmore School, called Diaspora Beacon of Hope. And so with this heritage program, so we call it JA Heroes and UK Pioneers. So basically, the Jamaica's Heroes, which of course is going to be celebrated next year, and then we've got the UK Pioneers from the Windrush generation. That's my parents' generation.
Mm-hmm.
So the Heritage Exchange Project between primary schools in the UK and Jamaica will be that the young people in Jamaica will learn about the Windrush generation and then coming over the UK, and then the UK youngsters will learn about Jamaica's heroes as part of the Jamaica 60. And so there's a primary school in Brent that we can't announce yet. We're waiting for official confirmation. Will be linked to primary schools here in Kingston. I won't mention any names yet because, we haven't finalized everything. But we've already put in place the young people with support from the principals to have this exchange project. And this will feed into our our wider civic participation. So we're focusing young people's minds and adults' minds around civic participation, and we're using heritage and culture. So the heritage from the past in terms of the heroes, and then the current culture, which is the Windrush generation, which includes my parents, my age group, the second generation, and of course, my children and grandchildren's age group. So that's, we're going through the generations in this modern time. So all this is then linked with what we call, in terms of our youth development and productivity. And it has three pillars that we always say: that young people need somewhere to go, young people need something to do, young people need someone to show them how. And we do this by linking with institutions in Jamaica, linked with institutions here in the UK, as well as, you know, friends and partners in the US diaspora. Dean Roden, Andrew Sharp are good examples of the type of work where we've linked up. So we're using sport. Sport is important. So Kingston and St. Andrew Football Association, President Wayne Shaw, Chris James, and the rest of the team. We've linked them with Brentford Football Club. We've sent down a whole lot of football kit from them, but because of lockdown, we're not sure how that presentation will go. Handing over ceremony will now go. But we've also got support from Middlesex Football Association, who shared their plans of how they're going to, their strategy for football recovery across the Middlesex FA as it relates to young people. And they've got about 30 or 40,000, a lot of young people that they're responsible for. So they're sharing that learning with us so that we can share that with Kingston and St. Andrew Football Association. But there's this link between heritage, culture, sport, and as Diana McIntyre spoke about, as it relates to countryside,
yes,
community network. Now, why we came up with the term community economic tourism, because it's important in a neighborhood. So most countries' recovery plans post-COVID pandemic, and the UK is a very good example of that, is that the system of well-being of society and communities are being reconfigured so that delivery is in the neighborhood. It's in the neighborhood, and then you can rebuild and renew your community, but you do it in the neighborhood. So the community economic tourism thinking is about neighborhoods. So we talk about clusters within neighborhoods. And in order to do that, you then have to start to talk about what we call the 21st century skills, learning skills, the 21st century. So teachers and mentors have to also be aware themselves of what that means. So the 21st century skills, which is how we work with our colleague, Imperial College London, Dr. Sunday Popaola, and we launched this program in Jamaica about 3 years ago. And that's collaboration, communication, creativity, critical thinking. And that type of thinking has to play in at the local level as you get clusters of people and organizations collaborating and thinking about the supply chain, or what we say, supply chain collaboration. So it's about digital innovation, because we have to, it's about civic participation, which we touched on earlier on. And most importantly, it's about inspiring, inclusive, peaceful, caring, and enterprising neighborhoods. And so you have to have a strategy that involves, that weaves all your activities around that. So that's why with Homeward Bound, we talk about, we have a program of activities, and all these things are linked between individuals, organizations.
One moment, please, Rudy Page. It's just so much, and we're soaking it up. Hold it there. We'll come back with you in just a moment.
You contribute directly to Jamaica's national development when you pay your customs duties. Let's all do our part in keeping the wheels of our economy turning. The time by the Jamaica Customs Agency is 8:30.
Hey, you see these days, it's good to get straight to the point. Quick and easy. That's why Western Union gives you another way to receive money straight to your bank account with Western Union's direct-to-bank money transfer. Visit a Western Union agent location and sign up now and tell your family and friends to send your next Western Union money transfer directly to your bank account in Jamaica. It's easy. Visit a Western Union location or call our call center at 876-926-2454. Sign up today to receive a money transfer directly to your bank account with ease with Western Union. Moving money for better.
Join Power 106 FM every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:05 p.m. for the Vax Nation Podcast. Listen to learn about COVID-19 vaccines and surrounding concerns. The Vax Nation Podcast is brought to you by the Private Sector Vaccination Initiative.
Power Talk has been a unique source of discourse on matters of public interest, finding solutions to the challenges we face in a globalized world. Power Talk brings you the new hosts who will take talk radio to another level. Join Dr. Herbert Gale Mondays and Tuesdays and Simon Croskill from Wednesday to Friday as they provide a riveting analysis on the issues of the day and speak with stakeholders charged with driving innovation to move Jamaica forward. Tune in for brand new features designed to showcase local developments and highlight how the global issues of the 21st century are being addressed. That's Dr. Herbert Gale Mondays and Tuesdays and Simon Croskill Wednesday to Friday on Power Talk, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here on Power 106 FM.
Living in the positive. Wherever you go. In tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks. Wherever you go, shine.
Thank you very much for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora live online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm, and a couple of messages before we get back to our guest. Antoinette B. says, excellent initiative, an exchange of cultural heritage and learning about our global community. And we also have Corey Hyde. And we can never be sure whether Corey is in Jamaica or in the UK. But he says, Diaspora, well connected this morning. All keep safe and continue to filter the fluff. Then he says, big up Rudy. He is relentless in trying to make connections work. And indeed, that's the name of his business, Making Connections Work. Rudy Page is the CEO of that enterprise, and he is doing a tremendous job in celebrating, pulling together the celebrations of Jamaica 60 from combining the energies and efforts of those at home and abroad. And that's what we've been showcasing. That's what we've been featuring. You can say you heard it first right here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. Homeward Bound 2022. It's a celebration for Windrush generations and friends to rediscover Jamaica while also benefiting and indeed impacting local communities and youth development and productivity. Already on board, partners Diamond Travel and Jamaica Tourist Board, and other partners, Gleaner UK, Brent Civic and Schools, local Jamaica Civic Groups, Diaspora, Beacon of Hope, Primary Schools, JCCF, you heard mention of that already. You also heard mention of CASAFA already, Kingston St. Andrew Football Association, and the Heroes and Pioneers Heritage UKJA project. And I'm feeling it already. Rudy Page. Now, with all of these plans and programs and activities and celebrations, how are you and the team and your partners programming the rollout? What is that rollout going to look like, and when is that rollout likely to start? When are we likely to start seeing and feeling Jamaica 60 feeling better already?
That will really start February next year as part of.
Oh yes, you did say reggae month. Yes,
Reggae Month Jamaica. So we're hoping. I'm confident that with Lenford Salmon and the team and Jackie Knight that we will be able to put in place a really good program for that month. Given that our Fresh FM Radio London team will be in Jamaica, broadcasting from Jamaica, well, part of the month. And so I'm looking forward to. We've got a few ideas of how we can really amplify the message on the global scale, because we're also tightly linked with Ghana as well. So it's Ghana's 65th anniversary next year, as well as Jamaica's 60th. So some of the other work I do with the United Nations Association Commission for Women and Children's Affairs as their special envoy for UK and Ireland is to really to promote the cause of women and children through that institution. And so we're going to be linking it with our activities in Jamaica. And the head of that organization, Jemima Agri, says that she would love to come to Jamaica. So I hope we will be able to facilitate something in Jamaica next year as part of these celebrations. But in answer to your question, so February being Reggae Month, that's when we should be able to lay out the whole year's ongoing activities. Of course, there's going to be people going to and from Jamaica throughout all of next year anyway. And then in terms of active participation, there'll be another visit from a group in June, and that's the Brent. Hopefully some of the civic leaders will be coming to Jamaica. They've agreed in principle, but we've got to, really pin down some of the details around the heritage, the young people, the activities. And then again in September, there's a group of elders led by one of our senior elders, Mr. Mullins, from the UK. They're all coming down in September, so we'll be facilitating some activities for them as well. So February, June, September next year will probably where you'll see the height of the actual program of activities in Jamaica that we're directly responsible for. But there'll be a lot on the media platforms as well, and the connections. And particularly, we mentioned the Gleaner, I should say as well. So the Heritage Exchange program will actually come with quite a big quiz as well, with all kinds of hopefully good prizes at the end. And that's in collaboration with the Gleaner UK, because we've done historical and heritage quizzes in the past, and they've been really successful. The other thing I should say, as it relates to Heritage Servant and the talking about the Windrush generation, is that so the Windrush, talking about the Windrush, so the Windrush, the ship actually left Jamaica, Kingston Harbour, on the 27th of May 1948, arrived at Tilbury Docks in England on the 22nd of June, but they were not let out until the 23rd of June. So that's why sometimes you'll see in the UK, the Windrush celebrations are both 22nd and 23rd of June. So one of the things that we want to do and start to put in place from next year as part of Jamaica's 60th anniversary is that somewhere down by Kingston Harbour, it would be great to have some kind of plaque or something, or some recognition somewhere down there.
I thought you were going to go as far as a reenactment.
no, we should do that as well. Yeah, I can think of a great actress called Sharando.
Oh, yes.
From Jamaica, to modernize. She would be perfect to put that on. I know she would be great at that.
Yeah.
So the aim is then, we want to be able to mark somewhere the spot from Kingston Harbour, or in the area at least, to show on that date, the 27th of May, because that time really symbolises, and we believe should be recognised in the way that, as you know, those who left Jamaica and went to work on the Panama Canal all those years ago never really got the kind of recognition by the subsequent generations. So I guess all we're doing really is making sure that the generations to come after us will actually understand the meaning, and there's a landmark recognition of the contribution that was made by this particular generation, because the sacrifices have been high for our community over the last 75 years as it relates to leaving Jamaica and the children of the Windrush generation and the grandchildren. So I think it's important for it to be recognised. And then the last point, as it relates to heritage, in 2024, so at the moment we've got the International Decade for People of African Descent. So the last year of that decade is 2024. So of course Jamaica's played a major role within that sort of UN institution. So we want to mark that as well. So the next 3 years are very strong in terms of culture, heritage, recognition. And that final year, the three key objectives of that program is recognition, justice, and development. So everything that we've been talking about, you need recognition, justice, and development. And if we're going to deliver and intervene as it relates to learning and development and improving people's lives, we've got to have what they call a mindset shift to lead to behavior change. And the three key themes for doing that is attitude, aspiration, and attainment. So all these things are linked.
Yes.
As far as we're concerned.
And for me, what is most compelling is this component of creating a lifelong 21st century skills legacy for the creative economy. That for me, if we can do that, we would have done in a short space of time what we haven't been able to do in any significantly sustainable way over all these years.
Exactly, and I'm glad you mentioned that point, because I omitted it, because also what we're saying now in the time that we live in and the generations to come is that it's about the knowledge, your knowledge in it. It's about what's in your mind. So
that's
the
right.
Economy is about what's in your mind. It's not somebody putting you to work or putting you into a class or background or status to say, well, this is what you do because of your background and status.
Yeah.
And that
it's a knowledge economy. That's where it's at. Knowledge economy.
Absolutely. It's about knowledge. It's about networks. It's about being outward looking.
Yes.
And not confining yourself. So regardless of your start, so you can come from the humblest origin. It doesn't really matter. You've got the idea, if you've got the attitude, the aspiration, and you understand about serving communities, serving before you aspire to lead, then, and thinking about the public good as well. Because as we've now seen in the way life is now.
Well, let's come to that, because that's the elephant in the room, which is COVID-19. But let's take the break and come back with more. Rudy Page has been rolling out plans, just sharing with us the ideas, the plans, the operations for Homeward Bound 2022. a celebration for Windrush generations and friends to rediscover Jamaica while also impacting local communities and youth development and, of course, productivity.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
8:45.
Shop at Stewart's Hardware and Home Center for your business and home improvement. They offer plumbing, electrical, paints, lawn and garden, lumber, cement, and all your remittance needs. Visit 56 Manchester Avenue, Maypen, 82 East Street, Old Harbor, Winston Jones Highway, Mandeville, Longville Park, and Lionel Town. For more information, call 876-986-9100 or 876-745-2478. Stewart's Hardware and Home Center, building values.
COVID is still here with many events still being postponed or cancelled, except the one we most love to cancel. Be fully prepared this hurricane season. Let BCIC Homeowners Insurance protect your home against hurricanes, floods, heavy winds, and other damage with up to 11 months to pay your premium. And you can save 15% when you bundle home and car insurance. Call or visit any of our 8 branches for a quote. For more information, visit bciconline.com. BCIC. Everything we do is for you.
Your favorite Saturday night party blazes again this week. It's the Fame Frequency Glow Edition. Saturday, September 4, 9 p.m. to midnight, with music by Fame 95 FM's DJ Kevin, alongside DJ Xavier and DJ Deli. Join us on air and online as you show off your glow swag and your Smirnoff vodka mixes in our VIP Zoom Watch Yourself area, hosted by Talia. Live on Fame 95 FM, Hits 92, and RETV. Online at One Spot Media, and blazing on Mixcloud at Fame Frequency. Fame Frequency Glow Edition. Saturday, September 4, 9 p.m. to midnight. Fame Frequency is powered by Smirnoff Vodka, the world's #1 vodka. You must be 18 years and older to drink. Drink responsibly.
Life can get lonely, but sometimes you don't need nobody.
Join Power 106 FM every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:05 p.m. for the Vax Nation Podcast. Listen to learn about COVID-19 vaccines and surrounding concerns. The Vax Nation Podcast is brought to you by the Private Sector Vaccination Initiative.
Power Talk has been a unique source of discourse on matters of public interest, finding solutions to the challenges we face in a globalized world. Power Talk brings you the new hosts who will take talk radio to another level. Join Dr. Herbert Gale Mondays and Tuesdays and Simon Croskill from Wednesday to Friday as they provide a riveting analysis on the issues of the day and speak with stakeholders charged with driving innovation to move Jamaica forward. Tune in for brand new features designed to showcase local developments and highlight how the global issues of the 21st century are being addressed. That's Dr. Herbert Gale Mondays and Tuesdays and Simon Croskill Wednesday to Friday on Power Talk, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here on Power 106 FM.
Living in the positive.
Tune in to Power 106 FM for the uplifting and lively Higher Praise Gospel Concert this Sunday, September 5 from 3:30 to 5 p.m. Performances by Rhoda Isabella, Lee Priest Johnson, and Leonie White. The Higher Praise Gospel Concert is brought to you by Flow. Keep the kids connected to success. And JN Money. Fast, affordable, convenient. JN Money will help you find a way. That's the Higher Praise Gospel Concert this Sunday, September 5 from 3:30 to 5 p.m. right here on Power 106 FM.
Wherever you go.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora live online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm. Dr. Trevor Dixon of the Jaja Foundation based in New Jersey is greeting us. He says, good morning, Dervan. Greetings from New Jersey. Currently 65 degrees. And he was having trouble logging on earlier. He said here, happy to be on live. Good to have you on board. And Bijou says, Durban, have a blessed day to you too, Bijou, and to Mr. B and Jorvilia. All the very best. Our guest is Rudy Page. He has been filling us in and keeping us in the loop as far as Jamaica 60 celebrations are concerned. Jamaica 60, feeling better already. Homeward Bound 2022, celebrating Diaspora Diamond Jubilee for Windrush generations and friends to rediscover Jamaica. Diamond Travel is already on board. Jamaica Tourist Board, naturally, is a part of the experience. And in this final segment, as we get ready to wrap, Rudy Page, you were about to express yourself on the point of how much what's happening with what has been happening in the world so far, which everybody knows about by now, a pandemic called COVID-19, the implications for what is to come, and how we continue to build resilience in order to be able to keep pace with this dynamic global landscape.
Indeed. Public health. Good. Well, we talk about now wellness, community wellness, but going back to what I was saying earlier on about the immune system, regardless of what people may think is the cure or otherwise, I think public education around the immune system and wellness, focus on diet, focus on nutrition, focus on exercise, those elements are really gonna underpin our economic well-being as well. And we've got to find a way to work out how we're going to align our institutions and structures with communities and come up with viable sort of recovery plans, but recovery and transformation as well, because obviously that's why we've started to use the term productivity now, because at the end of the day, we've got to be productive in order for everybody to keep going and get cohesive societies. And it starts with our neighborhoods, doesn't it, and young people. So in terms of our work, our focus now, we've reconfigured our work and activities for young people and working out how best can we improve the opportunities so that they can flourish.
Sorry, go ahead.
Our challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's our challenge over the next 3 years. That's why, going back to Fresh FM Radio London, the owner of that station, Owen Winter, we agreed on a program called Talent Quest, Message in the Music, and really saying that, give young people the opportunity who are positive, forward-looking, aspirational. They've got to be given an opportunity for their music to be heard, for their talent. So when we say music, we're talking about the arts, going back to your earlier point about the creative economy. That's really important. We've really got to do more work around what the creative economy means to an individual as well.
How have you been COVID-proofing your plans and operations for Jamaica 60, Homeward Bound 22?
Yeah, so for us, the next year is a blended approach. So you will see a lot of Zoom related. A lot of our activities will be on Zoom, and improved use of the social media as well, and digital innovation. So we're looking at all the different technologies, but yeah. So I would imagine a substantial part of the program will be online. Not only that, the reality is we'll reach more people and influence more people online. There's a great initiative, which is Antoinette Page is involved with, the Museum of Diversity, I think it's called. She'll correct me if I'm wrong. But they're delivering an online museum as it relates to Caribbean culture, which I think is brilliant.
Yes.
So there's a lot of digital innovation, Durban, to be had. With at the moment, from what I see in the Facebook groups and WhatsApp groups, there's a lot of room for more content whether it be entertainment linked with learning, finding better ways of generating revenue, or the term we use is pooling resources and sharing revenue. So, for example, one of the brands we work with, Derek Clement Hair Care System, they use one of the biggest, best ingredients in that range of hair products, and also a men's race, K77, is Jamaican black castor oil. So there's a direct link now between that brand of products and Jamaican castor oil being grown and distributed and shipped to the UK and to US suppliers. So again, it's making those links, and that's about creativity, because on the consumer end, it's a hair product, but at the source, it's Jamaican castor oil being grown in Jamaica. So again, and that whole supply chain of people that will make that happen, that's what we've got to concentrate our minds on, really.
Well, here's the thing now. There are a lot of people who have been listening and watching, and they're excited. Is there a space they can visit from time to time to update themselves on the developments, on the plans for Homeward Bound 2022, Jamaica 60, feeling better already?
Yes, so all of that will be on the makingconnectionswork.com website from October next month, because next month we'll be clear. We'll be much clearer about what the program of activities are up to, but also the partners. All the different partners have their own programs as well, so there'll be links to those programs, and I'm hoping very much soon that, because Reggae Month is the first one, that at least by late October, early November, we can be very clear what is happening as it relates to Reggae Month, because obviously there are other partners around the diaspora as well involved in reggae who we link up with, Wayne Hall, Gary Cook, Donovan Longmore, and Parry Hines. So we will be linking into other people's events as well. So it's not just about our events. We may be a hub, but we will be linking so that there will be a lot for people to get involved with as well.
Good. Garfield McCook says, great interview, Rudy and Durvan. Sham White says, Durvan, bless up yourself. Diana McIntyre Pike says, Rudy, we need your support for getting our Jamaican flag returned to us, which is black, green, and gold instead of black, green, and yellow, which is even in souvenirs and clothing. And Antoinette PB says, Museum of Diversity, reimagining the African world history through immersive technology. And she has posted a link for that.
Okay.
And Norman Gordon is screaming, making connections work. Well, this engagement has certainly worked, and you have once again demonstrated your capacity, Rudy Page, in making connections work. And this is only the beginning, in a manner of speaking. There's so much more to come, and we look forward to engaging you in discussions, not just you, but your partners and other key stakeholders as we get closer and closer to Jamaica 60. Well done, Rudy Page.
Yeah, and if you say that, Durban, two very quick points. Yeah, it would be good one time to have you almost hosting a forum meeting with the different partners, so that it gives the public, the general public, a sense of how it all fits together.
I say yes to that, and time is running out. That's why I'm rushing now. We have seconds to the break. We have to wrap.
Then finally, Jamaica Diaspora Conference, of course, will be taking place here in Jamaica next year, and there's going to be a grand independence gala for the summer.
a lot to look forward to. Rudy Page, we can serialize these interviews because there's just so much.
Yeah.
We look forward to that. We're out of time. Thank you, Rudy Page. Thanks to our listeners and viewers all over the globe. Thanks to our guests. Thanks to you, our faithful listeners, as we said, all over the world for making it the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online. All things being well, the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online returns next Saturday. Till then, take care.
Power 106 FM just presented the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online.
Power 106 FM. The time is now
9 o'clock.
It's now time for Gen Z, a program by youth for youth on Power 106 FM.
Welcome to Gen Z, a space for us to discuss your issues as young people.
I don't know, some photo space this. So ensure you engage with us on social media or platforms.
So Chad, tell them what your handle is, the one. Go
yes,
ahead.
so Chad_JM on Instagram.
And mine is @Damullings on Instagram. And we look forward to connecting with you.
And I know a lot of you are wondering what's happening for the shirt. You know, I'm feeling like, you know,
First of all, Chad didn't tell me that he was coming with this whole tropical vibe. You know, I'm on corporate, Chad is on Hawaii. But that's okay, you know, as we're going into this whole conversation today, actually, about self-perception. You know, part of it is going to be how you dress, how you present yourself. So, very fitting. So, Chad, let's jump right into the discussion. I think this is